Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Hello, if this is the first time finding the channel. If this is the first time, you should probably go check out some other videos. This isn't always what I normally do, but I wanted to film a short video, reach out a little bit, find out how we're all doing. And I mean that, not just a bit like, yo, I'm good. How are you actually doing? What's going on in your lives? What have you been doing? Drop it in the comments below. Let me know, isn't it? I'm just kicking back and chilling for a little bit. I thought, right, this channel is growing at such a rate, which is amazing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It's exciting stuff, if you know what I mean. But I thought, a few of you have said, when are you going to do a Q&A, boss? So this is me literally putting out a Q&A. You can ask me anything that you want. I mean, from urban exploring to vintage toys, you know, traveling, anything in between. If you want something you want my opinion on, I don't know, maybe keep it political, but yeah, ask away. And what I'll do then, I'll do a follow-up video where I'll sit down and I'll read out all the questions, well, the answers to the questions anyway, and we'll go through it that way. But as I said, I'm feeling like this channel is getting a bit of community, if you know where I'm coming from. I'm going through the videos when I upload them, and you know, so many of you regularly just leave comments in every single video, and that's awesome. For me, you know, literally, I mean that is awesome. So what I want to do is, yeah, give you the opportunity to ask what you want to ask. I'll hit you with a bit of a reply, and we can go from there, really. But yeah, it's wild, isn't it? As I know I've said in previous videos, coming back to this channel last August, September, I think it was, after leaving it sort of like dormant for 5 years, apart from the odd vintage toy stuff here and there, and that was literally just stuff on the table. It wasn't like the way I do it now. It's crazy, you know, how much I've done in that time already, you know, like I said, with all the American trips and the traveling around the country, and I'm seeing so much of the UK at the moment. I know I always did with the vintage toys, don't get me wrong. I'm literally everywhere. Like in the morning, I've got a nice, very early start to fly across to Kent in the car in the morning and go pick up a load of stuff. I think it's about 60 box, Corgi, Dinky, Solido, Polistal, some nice items. So, you know, you got to do that. I got to keep the hustle going to obviously pay the bills, if you know what I mean, run the business, as well as, you know, using some spare change to put into this channel just for the traveling. But, you know, I've been so many places. I've been to Yorkshire quite a lot recently. I'm staying in Yorkshire quite a lot. I'm falling in love with the place. My only ever experience with Yorkshire really used to be Doncaster, and that was for Doncaster Toy Fair. But now I'm going like around there, right out and up in the hills, and Yorkshire is very much like Wales, if that's the best way I can put it. The mentality of the people up there, some great people, and just the way it is with the hills. And yeah, I was in somewhere like last week which basically looked like Emmerdale. I kid you not, that was the sort of vibe. If you don't know what Emmerdale is, it's a big TV drama that's been around longer than me, but it's one of the big ones. I don't particularly watch it, but I know what Emmerdale is, if you know where I'm coming from. But yeah, you know, I've been to Skegness. I stayed in Skegness for the first time. They got a sign there. I'll put a picture up here of it. That was awesome. That blew my mind to the point I literally had to stop and take a photo of it. But I stayed there, you know. I've literally been urban exploring all around. I don't want to say particular areas, because that's going to give away some of the locations that I've been and done stuff, if you know what I mean. But yeah, done some cool places, you know. I've been down around Devon, Cornwall. Literally last week, or week before last, sorry, I was up in Scotland. I know, and I'm working on a huge backlog at the minute. You know what, like, I film videos, right, and I film these locations, and I sort of like schedule them. I've got about 46 videos in the backlog at the minute, which is cool. I'm trying to keep building it and building it and building it. So if there's a week like this week, I haven't been able to go exploring, the videos are there. But yeah, we're just doing and seeing some cool stuff, if you know what I mean. Like, I went to a very secretive, as you'll see on the channel already, the Ultimate Barn Find, I think I called it. Where all the big car YouTubers, that's where they go to have their cars restored. Like, I was walking around there, you know, like Shmee had a vehicle there, Matt Armstrong. Everyone, Adam C's Chaser, is going there to be like totally repainted soon when the livery comes off it. Everyone that's big in the car world, Ratarosa, you know, all the petrolheadism people, everyone that I've watched on YouTube over the last couple of years, all the vehicle, they've each got a vehicle there. There was a SEMA 2026 build being done there, so I had first looks of that, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm really having a bit of an opportunity at the minute just to see some cool stuff that I wouldn't necessarily normally see. So as well as chatting about a bit of Q&A in this video, I just wanted to say a bit about plans, what's incoming at the minute, what the plans are, what I'm doing. A lot of stuff. If I'm honest, there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Like, I'm trying to get out at least 1 or 2 days every week now, urban exploring. So I'm putting miles on, and I'm literally going everywhere. Because that's the thing, I'm based down in South Wales, and South Wales was amazing for exploring back when, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. We had some amazing things. Trouble is, apart from the odd couple now that are popping up, and don't get me wrong, I've done some recently around mid-west South Wales, that's all I'm going to say, that have been derelict for years, and they're absolute time capsules. And like I said, one of them I put on YouTube recently. It's the one with the British gas van there, and so many of you have gone crazy for that. My inbox has gone bonkers. Where's this, boss? Where's that, boss? Can you say? And you know, I'm one of those people that if someone takes me there or someone gives me a house and they say literally, boss, do not share it, I won't. And unfortunately, it's one of those time caps, you know. But urban exploring at the minute, when we're on that subject, wow, I'm mind blown by it. I said, I've done this right since about 2007, 2008. Passed my test in 2008, and they gave me the freedom to go and explore these places. You know, kept doing it on a low key, and then round about 2014, 15, obviously I got my boy Kurt involved massively and Mr. Lee, and we went everywhere. My mate Karen, obviously you see Karen in the videos as well, and we literally go everywhere. And I stopped there around about end of 2019, early 2020. I think the backlog of videos ran out simply because of the way the politics of it were going at the minute. I said there's certain people out there at the minute that are literally ransacking places. Now, the Arabic house was a perfect example. I haven't really given my thoughts on this because I don't want to be drama. I don't want it. I don't need it. You know where I'm coming from? 33 years of age. I don't want playground, school ground stuff. That's not my interest. But yeah, there's a couple of people at the minute that are literally doing joints over. It's a bright way of putting it. They're stealing things. They're just ransacking places, you know. And there's too many connections to some people. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, that Arabic house, like literally, I went in on the Tuesday. There'd been quite a few before me, and you could see things had been moved. As I said in the video, if you haven't watched our video, Arabic Lodge, you should probably check it out. It is mind-blowing, that place. And literally, I was sat in the pub on the Wednesday evening, Wednesday or the Thursday, it literally don't matter, but a day or two after, and someone was caught there. They'd kicked the door through, ransacked the place, had carrier bags full of all the valuables outside. You know what I mean? Even like the tea trolley was out in the garden, which, poof, it's just crazy, isn't it? There's people still going to that at the minute, which is wild. But like, they then give such a bad name to like genuine urban explorers like myself. As I said, I've got a good job. I don't need to take things. I explore these places because one, I enjoy it, and not just the videos, the photography side of things. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Explore My Boss. If you're not, you can see that's where my pictures go. But obviously, I love the videos too. But I just love documenting these buildings at that moment in time before, as I say, it's before in videos, before they're restored, before they're gone forever. Nature claims them back. You know, they get vandalized or whatever. That's what it's all about for me, you know. And yeah, it is just wow. Like my perfect one I can say is Talgarth Asylum. I first went there in 2007 when the floors had just been polished. I've said this previously. Then I went back yearly, maybe twice, 3 times a year. Took photos of the exact same corridors, you know. And over the years, that place now is just ruins. There's no floors left upstairs. Since the company that bought it, just to literally steal the tiles off the roof. Well, I'll say that. They paid like 250,000 for it, had £1 million worth of Welsh slate, and just left the buildings just sit as they are, you know, for like the last 10 years or more. But yeah, so when I can compare pictures and I can stitch those across over the years, it's like that for me is what urban exploring is about. Sorry, I've rambled a little bit here, haven't I? But yeah, the scene at the minute is wild. There's so much drama with certain people as well. And like, I'm distancing myself from it, like I always have. Lone wolf, if you know what I mean. That's the best way I like to roll. But anyway, back to positive thoughts. Right, Scotland, I got at least 2 Scottish trips incoming in the next month. So that's cool. One of them I'm flying, one of them I'm driving. And some of the locations that I've also got in the back burner at the minute, shall we say, car graveyards. Obviously, I love car graveyards. I don't know if you've noticed at the minute, when I've got them, I'm trying to drop a car graveyard on like the Monday, and then the house at the at the end of the week. So I'm trying to do that as much as I can. Like, I'm just kicking here at the minute. Like, I'm watching my video over there from out in Illinois. If you haven't watched that American series, you probably should. Now, one of my best bros in the world, Max and his wife Sarah, they live out in Illinois. That's why I go spend time with. Proper cowboy, if you know what I mean. He's coming over in about 40 days when I'm filming this video. So I might film the whole series with Max. I said I've planned out a whole week basically, and I might get like American reactions to the Welsh way of life or British things. Let me know below. Do you want to see that? Because I can do that if you want to. That'd be a cool little thing to do. Obviously, I want to go back to America this year. That's going to happen. Need to lock that down. I'm not going to say too much about that yet at the minute. We'll wait and see that it happens. But my plan is literally, right, I'm investing every single spare bit of money into this channel to bring you the best content that I can, because I don't want mediocre stuff. I don't want stuff that's in the same, you know what I mean? I want to show you the world, literally show you the world. And it's amazing that I've got certain friends that I can do certain things with, but it all comes here on the channel. Now, another very exciting, actually, before I say the exciting thing, I want to thank all of you that's bought me a coffee recently. Big up Matt too, bud. I appreciate that. You know, members as well. I've started and I'm going to continue doing that, member videos. So I thought, if you want to support the channel, which obviously that means the world, like watching the videos, you know, and just liking them is incredible, and being subscribed to it, that also helps me massively. But if you want to do that one step further, the member stuff is there, and I thought I've got to try and give something back. I can't just be like, yo, join the channel and do nothing, but then I'm in a catch-22, because I'm like, those who just support me then, you know, and I'm putting member-only videos up, you're missing out on it. But like a few people have said to me, boss, you got to be kind of ruthless in a way. You've got to go and just, you know, you've got to offer them something. So as it stands, there's member videos going up. The first one's gone up, which is an abandoned car graveyard. Some cool vehicles in there. 505 GTI Peugeot Estate. When is the last time you saw one of those? Well, you can see it in the video, you know what I mean? But there's different tiers on there if you wanted to. And I thought, obviously, I'm going to introduce live streams as well, right? But let me know, right? Because I've kind of got the idea of doing live streams just for members. But then, obviously, it's a catch-22 then that so many of you are also going to miss out. But I don't want just, what's the right way of putting it? Like bots into the live streams, or just, you know, people trying to cause drama. Like I'm hoping by doing the member side of things, it gets rid of all those people. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. That's my thoughts. But anyway, exciting news. If you stayed this far into the video, say, boss, exciting news. Write that in the comments below. Exciting news. I am currently working on a clothing brand. Yep, you've heard it there, a clothing brand. It's an idea I have had for over 15 years. I'm not going to mention the name of it yet, because it's all going through being proper trademarked, and it's going to be mine. I'm going to literally own all the rights to it. There's only one or two select people at the minute that know about it. I don't want to say much about it, not giving much away until it's all finalized. There's been a video filmed chatting about why it's going to be called what it is, standing behind it, the different reasonings, the community, etc. That video was filmed at an amazing backdrop. You'll have to look out for that. When you see that video drop, you'll know the rest of it is falling in suit. But also, it's not just going to be that brand that I'm working on. There's also going to be a sideline to it, which is the Exploring with Boss stuff. Now, when I say that, there's going to be some merch with some sayings on there that so many of you take the mick out me for saying, or I religiously say. You know, so that's going to be on there. I got a series of like urban exploration stuff that I want to do as clothing. So I got to pay to have designs made up. I'm not going to give loads of them away, but some of my favorite abandoned buildings around the world, only ones that I've physically been to, because I don't think it counts otherwise, they're going to be available as designs. And when I do this stuff, I want to work with it. I'm trying to like get samples at the minute from companies, because I want it to be the best quality at the best price. Like, I know some people on YouTube take the mick with prices. Me, if I can make, you know, a small, and I mean very, very small profit on them, just to put back into this channel to get you better content, I'm going to do that. See, I'm actually going to register as a business too. So I'm going both feet flat, and yeah, you know what I mean? We're going to do this properly. But yeah, there's going to be my favorite band and places are going to be available as designs. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I don't want to mention too much about it, but I just wanted to plant it, right? Because I'm not one of those people that I don't want to overpromise something. I don't want to say something. Just wait and see what happens with trademarks and stuff, obviously, and we'll roll from there. But it's gonna be cool. And also, you've got a lot of amazing people to meet at the minute. You know, as I said, there's gonna be stuff happening with car YouTubers, which is exciting. You know, we're on that same wave. You're gonna some big YouTubers. And I mean big channels. We're going to be doing some stuff together. Because I said I'm now like friends with people on a personal level that I never thought I would. And that is truly blowing my mind. They're almost like, I don't know what's the right way to put it, but I'm doing something. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm doing something. But like the biggest thing for me, right, as I say to you always, doesn't matter now, like 11,400 subscribers when I'm filming this video. Doesn't matter if I got 111,000 subscribers. I'm always going to be that same person, you know? It's never going to be clickbait here. It's never going to be drama here. It's literally going to be me, the beard. Anyway, you know, me, beard and friends. There we go. That's just going to be. But I just want to I want to just show you amazing places, both derelict, points of interest. As you can see, points of interest have kind of been going up on a Wednesday at the minute too. And I've got some very interesting places lined up and very cool experiences lined up. And I just can't wait to present it with you. Look, I sat here 16 minutes, completely rambling. I didn't expect this whatsoever. I thought I'd sit down, quick Q&A incoming, and that was it. Well, boys and girls, let's wrap this up here. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've watched it this far, amazing. Thank you. You know, thank you. Tell me if you have watched it this far too. I appreciate it because, you know, as I said, when I make these videos, I never have a plan. I just sit here. Maybe I have one or two thoughts in my head, like this video I obviously did because I wanted to chat about a few things. But I just get so sidetracked with it. But, you know, we'll keep it OG always, isn't it? That's what we got to do. Boys and girls, take care of yourself. Don't forget to let me know how you are, what you've been doing. And I shall see you in another video very, very soon. Until next time, boosh. You know exactly what to do.